Hi there and welcome along to this week's video. In this week's video we're going to talk about the different challenges that business owners and managers face during periods of growth. Quite often we have clients come to us when they are experiencing rapid expansion or rapid periods of growth, because what that tends to do is highlight any issues you have with your people within your business. Typically the issues that we might see are problems with performance, people not fitting in, people not able to step up to the challenges that come with growth. So where do these problems come from? Well, typically we see issues following on from a poor recruitment process. So especially when people are busy, when there's lots going on, people can sometimes scrimp and save on following a good recruitment process, meaning that they will just hire their friends, family members, which in some cases can work really well. But often what we then find is that people don't actually have the skills and abilities that we need from them in our businesses. So we see a lot of issues come off the back of poor recruitment processes. We also tend to find as well that during periods of growth, people's skills and experience are put under massive amounts of pressure. So typically, what worked a year ago when you were much smaller might not work anymore now that your business is expanding. You might be expecting a lot more from people. So you might be expecting them to manage people for the first time, and they've never done it before either. So typically what we also see is a lot of frustration around people not being able to perform to the levels required. Ignore my dog in the background, she's just up to something on the sofa. Anyhow, so what we would definitely recommend to people when they're going through these periods of growth is to, number one, just take time around who you recruit, make sure that they have the skills and experience that you need, and don't rush. Even though you might be feeling under pressure, it's so much better to take your time and make sure that you're doing things to the best standard possible. The other thing to look at as well is training and understand, whether the people in your teams have the skills and experience that you need to drive your business to the next level. Particularly around managing people, quite often what we see happen is that people will be really good at their role, so we promote them into becoming people managers, but then quite quickly realise that they don't actually have the skills to be able to effectively manage people. So we would definitely recommend getting some training in for any new or inexperienced managers. Which leads on nicely to a little bit of a shameless plug. We have got a new manager bootcamp, a training course, half day, taking place on the 27th of September in Chichester. This is perfect for any new managers or any managers that feel like they need a refresher. So it will be a half day session led by myself, and what we will look at is the key fundamental things that you need to understand when managing a team. So we'll be looking at different personality types, understanding how to get the best out of people, how to have difficult conversations, how to set goals, and how to understand the basics of employment law as well, so you don't land yourselves in hot water. So if you feel that this would be useful to you, or if you have any team members, then up until the 28th of August, we have an early bird price. So just click below and we will put the details in there for you. So the key to periods of growth within a business is to make sure you take your time with people. Don't rush, don't scrimp on recruitment, and make sure that you are giving your people the tools they need to do their job effectively through things like training, coaching, mentoring, and just making sure that people know where they stand. So I hope you found this video useful, and we'll be back next week. And until then, have a great week.